Hello guys, I got a quick video for you today. With the recent announcement by Maxime Bernier that he quit the Conservative Party with the intention of starting a new party more devoted to conservative principles, it raises an interesting question. Should Peterson run as a candidate in Bernier's new party? After all, there were suggestions and rumors that Peterson wanted to run as leader for the Conservative Party during the last leadership race, but was talked out of it by his friends. Bernard Schiff, who has known Jordan Peterson for decades and was his supervisor at the University of Toronto, recently wrote a piece on his opinion of Peterson, suggesting that he is, and I quote, politically ambitious. So it seems that it might be not a question of if Peterson gets into politics, but rather when. So is now a good time? Are Peterson and Bernier a good match? It certainly seems like Peterson and Bernier could work together. Bernier is currently the only Canadian politician Peterson is following on Twitter. Bernier has attended events where Peterson is engaged, and the two seem to support each other. From an ideological perspective, it also seems like this partnership might be a good match. Just listen to this clip with Jordan Peterson talking about the need for universities.
You recently said that what universities have done is beyond forgiveness. I wonder if you can explain what you mean by that. And a second connected question is, I'll put it starkly, should we abolish universities? Or,
No, they'll do that themselves.
Okay. Let's hear a little bit about what they've done that you think renders them beyond forgiveness.
Well, they're overwhelmingly administratively top-heavy. And they don't spend any more money on the faculty than they did 30 years ago. And the cost of that administrative top-heaviness, which is well documented, not by me, by other people, and it's been that way, it's been accelerating over the last 20 years, has been a radical increase in tuition fees, especially compared to the radical decrease in price of most things over the last 20 years. Now, so they've become administratively top-heavy. The way, and this is especially true in the United States, the way that's been managed is that unsuspecting students are given free access to student loans that will cripple them through their 30s and their 40s. And the universities are enticing them to extend their carefree adolescence for a 4-year period at the cost of mortgaging their future earnings in a deal that does not allow for escape through bankruptcy. So it's essentially a form of indentured servitude. There's no excuse whatsoever for that. It means the administrators have learned how to pick the future pockets of their students. And because they also view them in some sense as sacred cash cows and fragile, let's say, because you might wonder why the students are being treated like they're so fragile. It's like, well, we don't want them to drop out now, do we? And we can't, if they drop out, then we don't get our hands on their future earnings in a way that they can't escape from. And that cripples the economy because the students come out overladen with debt that they'll never pay off right at the time when they should be at the peak of their ability to take entrepreneurial risks. So they can't do that because they're too crippled by debt. And so that's absolutely appalling. They're gerrymandering the accreditation processes so that the degree no longer has its credible value. They're enabling the activist disciplines, which have zero academic credibility whatsoever in my estimation, and I'm perfectly willing to defend that claim. And by enabling the activist disciplines, they're allowing for the distribution of this absolutely nonsensical view that Western society is fundamentally a patriarchal tyranny, which is absurd on at least 5 dimensions of analysis, but is becoming increasingly the thing you have to believe if you're allowed to speak in public.
Now, I don't know about you, but as a libertarian, this is hitting all the right notes for me. In fact, it seems like Peterson might be moving in that direction as he focuses more and more on politics. Just a few months ago on Reddit, he was talking about investing in universally accessible infrastructure like educational systems. And now he is essentially hinting at defunding universities only a few short months later. Only time will tell where he will end up on the ideological spectrum, but it seems like he could be an ally for liberty. So Peterson and Bernier do seem like a good match, but is now the right time? Possibly. Peterson continues to go on tour promoting his book and talks and is certainly doing good work. But how much longer can he keep doing that? I understand he probably wants to capitalize on his fame, but personally I am now following Peterson less and less. I have heard his talking points numerous times now in the short interviews he gives to media and have grown bored of them. He has such a brilliant mind that I don't think it should be wasted giving the same speech night after night, month after month. I would be more enthused if he focused more on research and broadened out. So joining Bernier might give Peterson a chance to branch out. But then again, there is also a part of me that would rather he wait until the election after the next one. That will give him 5 years to study economics and truly make him a force to be reckoned with. It would also give his supporters a chance to educate themselves and become good volunteers. But what do you think? Should Peterson join Bernier's party? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, make sure you leave a like so more people will see it and take part in this discussion. Until next time, bye.